think those systems targeting men do to women? They hyper-feminize them, so the breasts accelerate their aging internally. Why do you get cancers in hormone-based tissues? The ovaries, the testicles, the breast, the prostate, because hormones are highly unstable and cause cell damage. That's why mammals get cancer. Sharks cannot get it because sharks do not have hormones. They pump all these synthetic hormones into the food. They design it into all the major food crops, and that's why women, that's why beautiful, good, decent, loving, caring women, what men are supposed to defend, we've got women turned into a bunch of mindless idiots, the men turned into mindless idiots, everybody gibbering, running around at an arrested development level of 12 years old, while women, you're being murdered. That's why they got 5-year-olds now and younger going into puberty. Our boys are little girls. Our women are Amazons. You know why suddenly statistics coming out that women are, within a few decades, on average, are going to be taller than men? Something that never happened in any skeletons they've dug up worldwide, getting into anthropology. Women are always shorter than the men. In fact, in almost every species, except maybe insects, the male is bigger. Because the women are growing up to giant proportions now because of the hormones. Because I want to get into all the science of it. You know it. Go to the mall and just look at, you'll see a dad and a mom. You can tell it's their daughters, and the daughters are a foot, 2 feet taller than their parents. Those girls are walking dead. They'll be lucky if they make it to 30 before big old tumors grow. And then they're going to suck all the money out of those women, burning them up with the chemotherapy and the radiation. God, I just want to stop. I want them to stop murdering us. But tyranny always gets away with this stuff because people can't believe in evil. They can't. But the devil's biggest trick was he didn't exist. Folks, please, for heaven's sakes. 5-year-olds aren't supposed to be going into puberty. Some as young as 3. The age of puberty is not 13 now. The U.S. average is 10. Your girls are going to die. Your boys are women. There's a reason American men act and look like women. There's a reason the police have to take steroids now. They don't have enough testosterone to even be men. But the cops don't care on average. They're going to join with this satanic system. A system that hates them, just like the yuppies are going to join with it. So you know what? I'm just here to let you know you had a choice, because that's how God works. But we're going to beat this thing in the end with God's help. Okay, I'm sorry, Steve. You set me off thinking about the evil of taking our children and training them to line up veterans and kill them in firing squads. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Another thing that really blew my mind, this was about a year ago, I knew, the game's up. I was in Athens, Georgia, right there at the University of Georgia at the Arches. There's a great restaurant there I was going to. Well, they were having an impromptu Marxist socialist rally. All the college kids.
But that doesn't exist. But if you talk about communism, it's a conspiracy theory. It doesn't exist.
Their face. I'm like, you should be ashamed. Your grandfather is rolling in his grave, and they got all up in my face, and I had a Hendrix shirt on that had an American flag behind it. He's like, you ought to be ashamed. You're wearing a Hendrix shirt, and you're talking like that. I'm like, Jimi Hendrix served, He said, America is great, and he played the national anthem. When he went to other countries, he would play. He said, stand up for your country. If not, F you. Stand up for your country. I'm like, that's how warped they are.
And again, they think communism is standing up for America. They think having our kids turn into spies is America. They wrap their evil around the American flag, and then they wrap that in the American flag again, and then they say Did you hear me read the FBI press release that if you're into silver and gold, you're a terrorist, and they will hunt us down and get us? I mean, these people are open tyrants. It's out. They're even wearing black hats. I mean, it's like in the Westerns, the bad guy's wearing black and a black hat. They're even wearing the black hat. And I've got to sit here and be told I'm the bad person?
Punched me, poked me in the chest and said, I need to get out of there. Move along. You're starting trouble.
Yeah, I've had communists openly tell me that when they take over America that they're going to kill everybody. And that they're going to kill me. And, of course, they work for the bankers. The big mega banks come in, set up communism to rob everybody, then they sit offshore and suck the money out. I appreciate your call. Johnny in Colorado hung up because he's a trooper and I've been babbling. Oh, it's painful to do this show sometimes. But you know what? It would be more painful not to resist this. Again, they tell you, be for the military, give up your rights. The military works for us. It works for the Congress that we elect, not the president that sends them off to war without authorization. All of this is very simple. In fact, I meant to get to the Star-Spangled Banner, national anthem, I can't even think straight now. Pledge of Allegiance, where they cut out one nation under God, and then cut to the military saying, present arms. They said, well, if we cut it out but put a military image in, they won't know what to do, and they'll accept getting rid of God and replacing it with the military. But they don't even mean make the military God, which is blasphemous. In the imagery in that video, the media is not getting what it really means. It's those that control the military are God. It's saying all political power goes out of the barrel of a gun. They're saying government is God. Force is God. Dictator Obama is God.
If you drive for a living, you don't get paid to stop or wait in line. Keep your wheels moving with pre-pass. Bypass way stations. Fly by port of entry facilities. Stay moving at highway speed while the guy without pre-pass waits in line. Save time, save money. Call 888-401-PASS to try pre-pass free. That's 888-401-PASS.
Hi, this is Ted Anderson. Have you ever wondered why banks, stockbrokers, investment advisors won't talk about gold IRAs? They've been available since 1986, yet the financial industry won't recognize the value of gold for your retirement. Gold has outperformed paper investments, yet no word about IRAs. If you would like to have gold for your retirement, call 800-686-2237. Don't get left behind by rising inflation and low returns. Call 800-686-2237. Secure your future and call 1-800-686-2237.
This is Alex Jones with 5 good reasons you should consider buying a solar power generator. Number 1, new climate legislation could easily double or triple your electric bill. Number 2, our new energy czar wants to control how much power your electric company allows you to have. It's true. Total government control of electricity in the name of smart grid technology is coming. Number 3, in some areas of the country, the power grid is dangerously overloaded. And now, new socialist legislation is only compounding the problem. Number 4, dangerous weather is always a threat to local grids. Every year, thousands of families lose their power from weather-related outages. Number 5, a solar power generator provides powerful backup insurance and peace of mind. Folks, I really believe in the solar power generators offered by Solutions from Science, one of my oldest sponsors. You can get more information at www.mysolarbackup.com. That's mysolarbackup.com. Remember, the government doesn't own the sun, so go to mysolarbackup.com or call 1-877-327-0365.
Go off the grid for worry-free phone calls now. Yes, worry-free, affordably priced, no-hassle mobile, residential, or business phones can be yours at offthegridphones.com. Our plans start at only $14.99 per month for residential and only $39.99 per month for mobile. And our mobile rates include taxes and surcharges. That's cheaper than the top 3 providers in North America. What makes us off the grid? We never ask for your social security number and never run a credit check or make you sign a contract, something those large phone companies can't offer. Offthegridphones.com offers some of the lowest, most affordably priced plans in the industry. And popular low-priced mobile phones are available too. So make the switch today to offthegridphones.com for mobile, residential, or business phones. Get your off-the-grid phone by calling 800-600-5553. That's 800-600-5553 or go to offthegridphones.com. Affordable, private, all this and more at offthegridphones.com.
Well, I'm not the kind to kiss and tell, but I've been seen with fair.
All right, I'm going to get to Gene, Ronnie, Tim, Bev, Toby. A few of the calls will be internet only at Infowars.com. I'll do like 5 minutes of overdrive. I got a bunch of special reports I've got to get out today, too, so watch Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. The private offshore interests that have hijacked America have engaged in so many crimes, they've got to bring in a total tyranny or they're going to go to jail. Just like the head of the ATF is having to step down for being caught lying to Congress about Obama shipping guns into Mexico to destabilize things, to blame it on the Second Amendment. We told you about that over a year ago. He should be criminally charged. Look, either these people all go to prison or these crooks are going to set up a total tyranny here. That's what tyranny is. It's corrupt people with the authority of government getting away with murder. And I know I keep saying that, and I know the general listeners know that. But it's time to get aggressive in defense of liberty. I didn't get into my breakdown of Rick Perry. I'm doing a special report on it. We'll air tomorrow here. We'll premiere here. And I got a lot of very informative guests coming up throughout the week. I didn't get into a lot of the economic implosion, but you already know about that. It's just kind of tracking the train wreck. Let's go to Gene in Texas, then Tim, Bev, and Toby. Toby just hung up, so let's go to Gene in Texas. Go ahead, Gene.
Hi, Alex. Can you hear me?
I sure can. I'm sorry I'm freaking out today, but people need to be getting upset right now.
Listen, Alex, I'll talk quickly. I want you to know a lot of women are awake and mad as hell. I am a mad Mexican woman living in Texas about a lot of things you cover. So anyway, first thing I want the world to know that Rick Perry is a very dangerous guy. This man, on May 23rd, had 14 wheelchair-bound people arrested. They were protesting at the Capitol. All they wanted to do was talk to him, have dialogue about the cuts that were going to affect them immensely. We're talking about wheelchair repairs, people who were living at home that may have to go back to nursing homes, and he had them arrested. This makes me furious. I just could not believe that. Every time that they talk about Rick Perry on talk radio here in Austin, I call in because people are brain dead here about Rick Perry. And I called in, there's a show called Beyond the Beltway, national show yesterday. They were ranting and raving about him. So what did I do? I called and I said, listen, this man signed a sonogram bill that forces women to look at sonograms. I mean, you know, having an abortion is traumatic enough, but being forced to do that.
Well, he's doing the anti-abortion thing, which is the one thing he's doing to get Christian conservatives behind him. But then he'll flip-flop on that later. He hasn't put the anti-groping bill back on the special session yet. I appreciate your call. Here's another point. Headed to the beach, heads up for an invasion force, CNN. And it's about a big Marine Corps landing drill. And they just do this, again, in South Carolina and North Carolina to condition everybody to all of this happening. They're going to be landing in Florida. It just goes over the fact that they're going to be doing drills at public beaches everywhere. Basically, just all over the place, all part of conditioning. And I've been to these drills. They've got role players saying, where'd you get this gun? Where'd you get this helmet? Well, in San Francisco. Well, you're under arrest. I mean, it's super bad. Thank you, Gene. Tim in Michigan, you're on the air.
Hey, Alex, how you doing there?
Good, my friend. Sounds like you're calling on a CB. What's on your mind?
Now, I got trying a totally hands-off setup on my computer. I just didn't want to blow your ears out.
What's on your mind, sir? We got about 30 seconds left here.
Okay, here. First off, I've been meaning to ask you. I mailed you a copy of my speech that I read to the city council at Mount Clemens over that fluoride.
Yeah, I got it. Whenever you got him to take the fluoride out by exposing the fact how it was poisonous. Great job, my friend. Look, we're just out of time. Transmission officially ends now. Pray for America, pray for the world, but learn to recognize evil if we're going to defeat it. Retransmission starts now with key information. Great job to the crew. Infowars.com.
Thank you for listening to GCN. Visit GCNlive.com today.
This is Alex Jones with 5 good reasons you should consider buying a solar power generator. Number 1, new climate legislation could easily double or triple your electric bill. Number 2, our new energy czar wants to control how much power your electric company allows you to have. It's true. Total government control of electricity in the name of smart grid technology is coming. Number 3, in some areas of the country, the power grid is dangerously overloaded. And now new social